Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Your Favorite Chef. That's me.
I'm a mother of 4, it's really busy and time is tight. I was able to return to college because of the Community College Opportunity Grant, a free tuition grant. Hudson County Community College changed my life.
The college community made me feel like a person, not just a number. The Community College Opportunity Grant covers additional costs while keeping me debt-free. I'm building a new future at Hudson County Community College.
Oh boy, getting ready for season 2 has been a lot of work, but we love it here. It's not a problem whatsoever. So let's get started because we have 4 things we're going to work on today. We're going to do some collard greens, some good old collard greens. They've been around for years and years and years. There are several different ways that they are made. Some people season them with ham hocks. Some people season them with bacon. They take the bacon and put it in the pot, and they, fry it up a little bit, and then they take the bacon out and leave that fat in there, and they use that to help season the greens. Some people also use neck bones to put in with the greens, anything to give it flavor. Some people also use mustard greens. I'm using mustard greens to go with mine today, but my seasoning is going to be smoked turkey. Then later on, we're going to do grilled chicken on the stove. On the stove top, we're going to grill this chicken, and we're going to be using the Kine Hawaiian sauce. They're actually from Hawaii. They are a new sponsor abroad with us. We're going to use their seasoning as well as R.L. Schreiber. R.L. Schreiber is a staple here on the show. Then we're going to do a nice salad to go along with our meal. That salad is going to have a variation of some fresh veggies, etc., etc. And that will blossom it. Give it some life, okay? But our greens are special to us today because they're coming from Alstede Farms in New Jersey, in Chester, New Jersey, that is. They are a new sponsor, and we went to their farm, and it's just beautiful. It is just beautiful. On my website, I'm doing a series of stories about the farm. I interviewed one of the directors of marketing there. His name is Kyle, and you'll see the interview. It's on my website at chefrenehewitt.com. So we have the greens. Like I said, I'm using the turkey. I'm using the smoked turkey and just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, okay? But to show you how I actually do this, let's go over to the sink and I'll show you how I put this together. But in the meantime, yes, I have to have my wine. You know, I have to have. And of course, I'm having a Pinot Noir, and it comes to us from Domaine del Riviere. Marla, thank you very much. But I must have my wine when I'm doing the show, okay? Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. And I believe this is her private stash of wine. She sent me plenty of it. I have enough to last me for 6 months. And then later on, we're going to bring you the second person. Her name is, I'll let you see when the time comes. Anyway, she's from Hudson County Community College. They're continuing education, culinary club, and every week there is someone, maybe a house cook or something like that, who has the opportunity to have their pictures shown that week. Then we have a new episode that a new section of the show. in which we take the average person, the average house cook, like yourself. You might be a chef. You might have something of interest that the general public would be interested in hearing. So we do the spotlight, and it's called Spotlight, a conversation with, and then that person's name. And we're just so happy to be able to share what's going on in all the communities, not just in New Jersey, but what people are doing. So once again, let's go over to the sink and I'll show you how to cut your greens, how to wash them, how to put them in the pot and layers with the smoked turkey, and then gets to the stove, and we're all done after a good hour or so, because this is not a lot of greens, okay? See you in a minute. Hi, now it's time for us to start working on our collard greens. There are several different types. This is your average collard, and this is mustard, okay? You can use collard and mustard, or you can use collard and turnip greens. That depends on you, your flavor, however you like to use it. I'm just going to use the collard and mustard. Oops. Okay, to get this leaf off, there are 2 ways that you can do it, or maybe 3. You want to turn the green around, take your hand, and pull it. This, throw away, so you have the green. Let's do that again. What you do, here it is, turn it, pull it right off like this. Every piece. Again, pull here. Okay, now there's another way. Take the green, lay it flat, like this, and you can take your knife and just cut right along the stem. It does the same thing, it just depends on how you prefer to do it, okay? Ella, there we go. This, there, another, and you see how fast this is going and how easy it is. Okay, now that we have this done, and see, this is just enough. I would say this is enough for 2 people, because when you cook these, it's gonna, there might be this much in greens and then it's gonna shrink down. So this is enough for me and maybe one other person, whoever wants, okay? Now, the greens. There are different ways of cutting the greens. Some people, they like to cut their greens like this. And then they have nice pieces like this, okay? After you cut them, you throw them into some water, because you have to wash them and they need to soak for a little bit, okay? So I think this should be enough water. Now, here is the fast way, and I'm going to cut these greens up the way that I normally do, and you just stack them like this. Then what you do, either way, you turn them, you roll, and I like mine to be thin. So, now I have some thin strands, and I will have some larger strands into the water. Yes, some more. Because these greens have to be washed because of the sand. Some of them that you buy in the store, they might say, oh, these greens are already washed, but if if you buy those, wash them anyway. I wash my greens about 3 times, especially if I have a lot of greens. Now the next part is to wash these greens, and I wash them maybe 3 times. Washing the greens are quite simple. It's just a matter of you agitating the water and massaging them, as some people say. This is how you wash them. Okay, well, my greens have been soaking in the sink a good 10 minutes. I washed them, like I showed you before. I washed them like 3 times just to get the grit off, so they are ready to be start to be cooked. In other words, I'm getting lost in my words because I can't wait to eat them. However, now I'm going to season them with smoked turkey. Now I have 3 pieces of this smoked turkey. Like I said, some people use ham hocks or neck bones. That's left up to you. What I normally do, I take some greens, and like I said, this is a small amount, and I put them at the bottom of my pot. Now also you can season your greens with, you can take some bacon, and then you fry the bacon in the pot. Then you take the fried bacon, the crisp out, and then you have the bacon fat, and that also is going to help to season the greens, okay? So this is what I do. I do it sort of in layer, you don't have to. I have my smoked turkey. I'll put 2 pieces. Now, yes, of course, I'm going to season this, but I want the greens to start cooking a little before I add some salt. And I have something that's called great green seasonings. I'm gonna add to it an onion, and I like to slice up very fine a garlic. Okay, if you do not have the smoked turkey, a friend of mine, Deborah, we went to culinary school together. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for helping me cook these greens, because you know in the beginning I had a little hard time. These would not come out right. And Deborah Thomas is her name. She came to my house one time. I was having a party. I have big parties twice a year. And she cooked some greens that want to make you smack yourself. I mean, those greens were so good. I said, how'd you do that? She looked at me. I said, I know you're going to give me your recipe. She said, yeah, I'll give it to you. So I finally learned how to cook these greens. You know, all chefs don't know how to do everything, and I'm the first to admit it. Okay, so going back. Thanks, Deborah Thomas. Give me a shout out. So the greens, and I put the smoked turkey. And I'm gonna add. Now you see this pot is filling up. But when it gets to cooking, you're gonna say, "What happened to all the greens? There was a lot of greens." Here's my last piece. Now, let me do this first. Now, when I was running a couple of tests, what I did, I cooked the greens in a cooker pressure. A cooker pressure. And I had maybe about 4 big bushels. I put it in there, and of course I had to smoke turkey. I had to season it first because I didn't want it to cook and open it up and start it again to season. And let me tell you, it cooked down, I would say, for a total of 35 minutes. And the pressure cooker was filled to the top with greens, really full. 35 minutes. The only thing is, running my tests in I call it my test kitchen, is that cooking the greens for 35 minutes in the pressure cooker was too long. It made the greens come out a little mushy. So what I'm going to do again is run a test and cook the greens for about 30 minutes or 25 minutes. Open it, look at it, and see how it is, because when the time comes to give another party and Deborah is here, we end up cooking those greens, maybe for 3 hours, and I'm talking about a whole, this sink is full to the top with greens. So that's what the test kitchen is for. Welcome to another segment of In the Kitchen with Chef Rene Hewitt. Today I'm at Alstede Farms in
Chester, New Jersey.
Chester, New Jersey, yes. And this is Kyle. Introduce yourself.
How are you doing? My name is Kyle Holman. I am the brand manager, director of marketing here at Alstede Farms.
Kyle, can you give us a little background about the farm? How long it's been in existence,
Sure. I mean, we've been in existence for over 30 years, started about in the 1980s. We are a pick your own farm as well as a produce growing farm, as well. So we do have the ability of, pick your own right here in Chester. And then we also have a few other fields in around where we grow, other produce that we do sell, in our farm store here on this premise. And we also have another store, which is the farm stand, which is on the border of Chester and Mendham.
Oh, it's outside of this area.
It is, yeah. We have a second location on Route 24. This is just, it's still in Chester, just before you hit Mendham on your way to Morristown.
Oh, okay. How many acres is this?
The whole acreage here is about 400 acres.
400 acres?
Yes.
That's a lot of land.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So how do you prepare for this, from season to season? And when do you open and when do you close, or do you close during the fall and the winter?
We do not close.
You do not?
We are open every day. We will, when December and November will start coming around, we'll start going to, Thanksgiving and preparations for Thanksgiving and the holidays. We do sell Christmas trees and holiday decorations in December. So probably the slower parts for us is January, February, March, time frame.
Oh, okay.
But right around March, April, we'll start having some activities for Easter, and that's when you'll start seeing strawberries become available for pick your own.
Oh, okay. The last time I was here was actually around, we were trying to calculate, it was around this time last year. And we did go and take that hay ride. Sure. And we went out, then we ended up going to the, the maize, the corn
maize, yes.
Yeah. How long has that been there?
The
Since
corn
the
maize?
beginning?
So we've done the corn maize at least for a good 10 years, at this point. Every year it's something different and something new. The corn maize out there this year is kind of more or less like a geometric pattern.
Did you change it from last year?
We did, yes. So
it took us an hour to go through it.
I was going to say, I usually tell people it's about 30 minutes to an hour to get through. And even inside the corn maze, there's different checkpoints. And inside those checkpoints, there is a clue for what we refer to as kind of an apple clue. The clue kind of depicts an apple that is grown here on the farm that you can go and pick.
Interesting, really good. I'd like us to go inside this area here. Maybe we could talk about all the produce in there.
We can.
Yeah, okay. Right now we're in the outdoor pavilion. Kyle, could you educate us a little about this? This is really beautiful here.
Oh, I appreciate it. This is actually new for us this year. This is the first year that we have done this. We had this idea last year for doing something out here, but we didn't really know what to necessarily do with it until the pandemic hit, actually. So, the ability to sell, essential goods outside was definitely preferential to a lot of people.
Sure.
So, what we like to discuss, really back in like April, May, is shop the way you want to shop. Shop indoors, shop outside, or go to our website and you can purchase, and order for either curbside delivery or curbside pickup or delivery, through our website.
I'm sure that people, when they come in here and they're shopping and picking, no matter what it is, it gives them a sense of the produce being even fresher.
Yes.
Opposed to going inside a supermarket, except whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Out here, it's like, oh, I know I'm at the farm. I know it must have been picked yesterday or picked today.
Yes.
It's just that sense that everything is fresh. So actually, every single thing here is grown.
Well, the majority of it, is grown here on the farm. Right behind us, you'll see, our different varieties of apples. We grow about 40 different varieties of apples.
Now, the last time I was here, I think they were over here. I don't think you had the machines. And there were so many apples, I didn't even realize that there were so many varieties.
Yes. So our apples will start coming in season like late August. They'll go through late October, early November.
Okay.
So, you could come here in September, in the first week of September, and then you could come back in the first week of October and, pick different types of apples.
Oh, okay. Now, what about the peppers, tomatoes, everything is?
Tomatoes are ours, peppers are ours as well. You know, they are grown. If they are not grown here on this actual piece of property, as I said, we do have a couple other pieces of property, you know, which we do grow other, produce. And specifically, that's where a lot of our organic produce is being grown.
Now, what about when it comes to your chefs, and what about the type of food that you might prepare? Do you have sort of like a restaurant per se setting?
You know, not too much. You know, that's something that you know, we're still striving, you know, to be a part of. We do have a chef that is part of you know, part of our crew, and every now and then, yes, he will make. We will do some special events. You know, fortunately, we've had to kind of scale back on those special events.
Of course, now, yeah.
But you know, we were doing some dinners inside of our greenhouse prior to this. So you know, hopefully, you know, when we get back to kind of a normal, you know, way of life, we could, you know, start bringing that back. But you know, what we like to do here is cook and discuss, you know, what is in season.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of people, you know, with grocery stores now, you know, individuals don't necessarily know what is in season. So we're trying to educate individuals, you know, as I said, what is in season and what can you cook, you know, right now. So apples, you know, are definitely in season right now. Peppers and tomatoes.
These are really nice.
They are. And I believe
this.
those are our Empire apples.
Empire.
Yes.
What do you suggest for baked apples?
Baking apples, Macintosh, you know, work
right.
well. You know, for a baked, you know, apple pie. You know, Granny Smith. You know, especially if you're doing like some sort of like candied apple. You know that.
I did the Granny Smith.
Yeah, that sourness or that. You know, the Granny Smith. You know, goes well with that sweet like caramel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I dug it out and I put some, I guess you would call it harvest nuts and different things inside of it. And had the brown sugar on top. It went in the oven and came out.
Yes.
And it was delicious. Laurel, he even loved it. He said, "This is good."
Yes.
Yeah. Now I noticed over here that you have some things that are jarred.
We do sell some of you know, our own jarred. So you know, you'll see some of our own jarred you know, stuff. So here's some of our ketchup line. But then we like to partner with, you know, a lot of other local you know, brands. You know, so here you'll have Jersey Barnfire hot sauce and Pilata hot sauce. So I'm not quite sure necessarily where they you know, where they are from, but as I said, you know, we will, you know, go out of our way to partner with other local businesses and sell, you know, their to sell their items as well.
Oh, I just picked up a sponsor and they're from Hawaii. I haven't got a chance to use their product yet.
Okay.
But it looks really, really good. Very
good.
exciting, and you know. I see some sauces. Now I started jarring recently, and you have here.
Yeah, this is one of our other, you know, Jersey tomato sauce and Jersey, you know, so that is another one of a local, you know, another local option. If I look to see here, so these are distributed and sold in Lebanon, New Jersey, which is right down the road here in Hunterdon County, probably a good 15 minutes west of here.
Oh, okay, okay. When I leave, I know I use that for my sauce, as you know.
Roma, you know, Roma tomatoes, the plum tomatoes are definitely the big thing for individuals to make sauce out of.
Yeah. And you do have a store. Is that open? Can we go in?
You can. Yeah.
Okay. Right now we're inside of the Alstede Farms store.
Correct.
It smells like heaven in here. I wish they had smell of television because the aroma, it's just beautiful. Tell us about this.
So a lot of the, you know, the inside of the farm store, you know, we have a lot of our baked goods, our jarred goods. If you see over here to our right, you know, we do make our own honey. We have a whole section of honey here. You know, here we have a whole section of preserves and butters, you know, that is available for purchase. And if we go around the other section, you know, that's when we start getting into, you know, our baked goods.
And over here?
We have some of our jarred vegetables and jarred fruits. So you can see some of the, let me try to see if I can pick something up. Spicy chipotle olives. pickled asparagus. So it's a set of pickles. Our own jarred salad dressings here at the top as well.
Real nice. And I see you have your wine section.
Correct, yeah. So the winery is actually another business by the name of Alstede Winery. They do have a winery here, present at the farm inside, and they have a wine section outside as well.
Now we're at the bake section. I know all of you probably saying, Rene, bring me some. Tell us about this.
Sure. So here we're at our bake section. You'll see muffins, some of our other baked goods. But, probably the most popular thing right now is our apple cider donuts. The apple cider donuts, really kind of screams fall, at this point. And even down at the end, is our home baked pies. Here as well.
I got to stay away from that. I'm trying to. And then finally over here.
So we have our own, we have a section of meats, and a lot of the meats that we do get from other local options. Specifically, we do a lot of business with a company called Griggstown Farm. Griggstown is located just, I believe, north of Princeton, and we do bring in a lot of their meats to be used for that.
Okay, yeah, this is a big selection here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And even some different kind of game meats. If you look in here, we'll have bison, venison. Some things that you might not see, a lot of other places. Exactly.
Yeah.
So wild boar, rabbit sausage.
Wow.
So yeah.
That is interesting.
Yes.
Wow. Well, Kyle, this has been really, really interesting, great. I'm sure that my viewers are going to enjoy this. And I'd like to thank you very much. I'll give you a...
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we're going to wrap it up from here. Thank you, everybody, for watching this segment of In the Kitchen with Chef Rene Hewitt. I'm at Alstede Farms. And what part of New Jersey is this again?
This is Morris County, Southwest Morris County.
Southwest Morris County. And this is Kyle.
Kyle Holman, brand manager, director of marketing here at Alstede Farms.
Thank you very much. And until next time, keep cooking. Bye. Ta-da! I'm back. All right, so now it's time for one of my favorites, and it is good old potato salad. You know what I'm talking about? Potato salad is the best. You can have it any time of the year, anytime. But this is just something that I'm preparing, and along with the greens that people use for Thanksgiving, which is around the corner. Yes, around the corner. Even though good old Halloween is coming up pretty soon. Okay, so here we go. I have some celery here. This is green onion. I have celery, I have onion, I have mayonnaise, and I have some mustard, I have salt, pepper, and for garnish, I have some paprika. Okay, so apple. Some people don't put apple, but I like to have the apple in it because in addition to the celery, it just gives it a little, you get that little texture. So first thing I'm gonna do, and I don't need the entire apple. And by the way, I'm not making a big old pan of potato salad. I'm just making a small enough for like 2 people. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to do this. And of course I have the egg, which is cooling down. You know me, I almost forgot, right? You know I'm gonna forget something. Oh my goodness. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. I'm just loving what I'm doing. This is so good. I hope everybody is getting ready for Thanksgiving. I don't know what we're going to do, because of COVID. So that's a whole nother story. But as we get close to it, we'll decide. Otherwise, we'll just be here with ourselves for Thanksgiving, okay? Because we don't want to, take a chance and go out there and get sick, all right? So I'm just cutting little pieces of the Granny Smith apple, by the way. If you don't like Granny Smith, you can use another one of your choice. let's do this. Get this. Boy, it's Saturday here today while I'm doing this, and the weather is not good. I mean, it's not hot, it's not cold, but as you can see behind me on the good old fire escape, there's no sun. And I love the sun. You have no idea. The sun is so important. It picks me up. Probably, well, what's picking you up now? You seem to be in a good mood, Rene. Yeah, I got some good rest last night. Okay, let me just chop these up a little more. We want everything to be just about in the same size. Okay, I don't need this. Let's move this. Oop, I told you I'm gonna forget something. Ta-da! Ta-da! Good old scraper. All right, so I have my potatoes. These are russet. There's Yukon. There's so many different types, but I'm using these today. I'm gonna put my good old apples in there. Watch how fast. Ta-da! Watch how fast and easy it is to make this potato salad. So, I boil my potato. See, I told you. The egg. I have the Yukon potato, the russet potatoes, and I have my apple in here. I'm going to add some green onion in here. Not too much because I'm not making a big bowl. Then I have here, this is my celery. This is going to really help to give it that nice little crunch that you want. And I have some onion. Oh yeah, who doesn't like potato salad? And remember now, after potato salad is done, let it rest in the refrigerator and get nice and cold and let everything pull together, okay? So I did these three. Let's do the egg. Put the egg in there, okay? Let me see. Oh yeah. This egg is done perfectly. It truly, oh yeah, look, it's just coming off the right way. I remember one time I couldn't even boil an egg, never mind boil water. I'm sure everybody went through that. You try to boil that egg and then you say, oh, what's going on with this egg? Oh my goodness. And the shell be sticking to it, you know. Let me just rinse this off a sec. I just didn't want some of the shell to be in there. And you'd be eating some of the potato salad and then you hit this crunch. And you say, oh, what the heck is that? Oh yeah, this was cooked, boiled perfectly. And like I said, this is not a lot of potato salad. So I'm not putting 4 or 5 eggs in there. And that's left up to you. If you want, you can put as many eggs as you prefer. And if you don't want egg, you don't have to put egg, right? Okay, got an egg in there. Let me wipe my hands. Okay, I have a sip of wine. Delish. Okay, now that I did that, let's get some mayonnaise. Now I'm gonna put just a little in the beginning. I don't wanna put too much because you wanna be able to taste everything else in your potato salad, okay? Here I have some good old mustard. I'm using Dijon because then it's gonna just give it that little, you know what I mean? Okay. Now, a little salt. Watch your sodium. Watch your sodium intake. And some good old pepper, okay? we like pepper. So I'm just gonna keep doing it and doing it. Oops. Did I put too much? Like this TV show who used to say, did I do that? You know what show that is. Oh, it smells good. I think this is going to need a little bit more mayo. And no, I didn't forget the relish. It's over there, I think, by the sink. Oh, this was enough mayo for this. Hold on, let me get the relish. Be right back. Bye-bye. Got the relish. Now they have it in a squeeze bottle. Everything's in a squeeze bottle these days, right? Okay, let me open this up. Let's get some good old relish in there. Oh well, what can you do? I have about a little over a tablespoon of the relish, because remember, you cannot take away what you put in, okay? You always can add, but not take away. Oh yeah, look at this. This is really coming out good. Oh, and it smells good. Yeah. Potatoes are just perfect. Yeah, I can take the spatula and cut into it. Okay. Woo, nice. Okay. Ta-da! Let me get a little taste just to make sure. Ooh, this is delicious. I think I'll just add a pinch of salt. Just a pinch, because I do watch my salt intake. And some more pepper. Let's mix this together. And there, people have different ways of making potato salad. There's no rule to it. Like I mentioned before, you do not have to add the apple. That's up to you. Green onion, that's left up to you. Onion, that's left up to you. And a little bit more celery. It smells good. Now the color is coming through. And don't forget, after you make your potato salad, take it and put it in the refrigerator and let it just all come together. Okay, look at this. Look at that. That's potato salad. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that we did this, paprika. I'm just gonna garnish it with it. Look at that. Wow. Throw down on that. That's what I'm talking about. Well, here's our potato salad. I told you it's really easy. It's fast. I think we did this in about 10 minutes. Okay. The best part is when you serve it for dinner. Here it is. Some wonderful, good old-fashioned potato salad. And a sip of wine. Okay, there we go. I will be back after this commercial break. See you in a minute. Stay with me. Enjoy an afternoon or evening after work at Paulie's Brick House on Restaurant Row in Jersey City Heights. With your selection of specialized pizzas, you can accompany them with a cold beer or even a cocktail. Open daily from 4 p.m. until 2 a.m. with every other Friday featuring live entertainment. Okay, I told you I was coming right back. All right, now we're going to get ready and make a nice little salad to go along with our meal, which is the collard greens and the potato salad. And then later on, we're gonna have some grilled chicken that's gonna be done on the grill using one of the seasonings from the Kine from Hawaii, sent directly here to our kitchen from Hawaii. I tried it before, it is delicious. You should taste that pineapple one. Oh my goodness, a friend of mine had to order some and it's coming in, and a couple of other friends, they have been requesting, and thank you, Robert, from what seasoning company is it? R.L. Schreiber, and we love R.L. Schreiber here in the kitchen. We really do. Okay, so let's get started. This is a salad. It's just a regular simple salad. I have a vegetable medley. I'm using, instead of lettuce, I'm using what? Spinach. That's what I prefer. And I have some olives here, some Greek olives. Okay, this is very simple, very fast, so let's get started. And of course, our olive oil, Alonso, and this is a Greek olive oil, and it is really, 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 really good. This is Alonso extra virgin olive oil. This I've used before. I think I mentioned it on the show, and it's really good. I have that. And I have this one also, Makaria, Terra. This is a Greek virgin olive oil. So we have a choice. Which one do I want to use? I think I'll use this one. No, I'll use that. And we have some feta cheese to sprinkle on the top. And that came from Andrea Maria on Central Avenue here in Jersey City. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, I have my spinach, but let me do this first. Let me cut. Woo, you saw that? I didn't have to move the knife. I just moved this and it cut it open. This is a good knife. Very, very good. Good chef knife. And I have some other surprises coming from some more sponsors. And as the ink dries on the paper, I will be announcing their names, okay? All right, so first, once again, have my wine. The best, as my best friend Deborah says, okay? Here we go. Let me see what I'm gonna use the medley. This is broccoli, you hear me? Broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots mixed together. So good. Look at this. Let's get some of those carrots out. Really nice. I think that's enough for now. Look at this. I think maybe broccoli, I can just cut it up into smaller bite-sized pieces. Get that out of the way so you can see me. They're kind of big, so I decided just to cut them up. The same with the cauliflower. Do that. Here's a large piece. Do that. Do that. Okay, that should be good right there. Watch how simple this is. Watch. Okay. I'm missing something. Let's do this. My bench scraper. But I can do without it for now. All right, so since I have this done, let's do some olives. Not too many, just a little. Here I go again. It's okay, it's fun. I'm just being me. Just crazy. All right, here we go. These olives came from Andrea Maria. I always pronounce it. It's a tongue twister for me. Came from them. Let's put this here. Real simple. And now the feta cheese also came from Andrea Maria. I said it right? Okay. Take nice little chunks like this. Put it on the board. This one is already breaking for me, as you can see. That's it. Take that, use my knife, and put this feta cheese in there. Put a little bit more because I do love cheese a lot. Ooh. This is going to be delicious. Okay. Let me get something to clean this up because it definitely doesn't look good. Whee! I'm always forgetting something. I guess it's my old age catching up with you today. If you're forgetting all of this, but you know what I mean. You gotta have a little fun, cause a little drama, okay? So there we go. Look at that. Real simple. Now comes Greek extra virgin olive oil. This olive oil is to die for. I mean, it is really, really good. We don't need much of it because what? It goes a long way. Look at the color. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Oh, look at that. Look at the color on that. Let me move this out the way. Now, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Beautiful. And it tastes good. I've made it before. It tastes really good. Okay. So, like I said, the salad was going to take that much time. And we're good with this. So once again, we have our collard greens cooked in smoked turkey with a little seasonings here and there. We have the potato salad, which I made. We have a regular salad for the side. And then coming up next, we are going to have the chicken seasoned with R.L. Schreiber seasoning. Can't live without his. I must have his seasoning on everything, along with the Kine Hawaiian, directly from Hawaii. Okay, so I will be back after I have, what is this, my 5th sip of wine? It's all good. Here we go. Bam! You see that? Bam! That's to die for. That is what I'm talking about. Throw down. You can add another cheese if you like, but this should work really good with the olive oil, okay? I will be back right after this. Hi, I'm Chef Rene Hewitt from the hit TV show In the Kitchen with Chef Rene Hewitt. I like to take a moment from preparing my food to give you a couple of safety tips, fire safety tips that you can practice at home and you can teach your family so you'll be able to cook a fantastic meal. Stovetop fires, they can be very common. If you are cooking and the grease falls over and splatters and the fire starts, get yourself a lid, a metal lid, and cover it with that, or a baking sheet. That will help to smother the fire. In addition to that, you can sprinkle some baking soda or salt. That will help to smother it. But before any of those things, make sure that you turn the stove off. That is the first thing. Turn it off, then follow those steps. In addition to that, every time you cook or you fry, there are chances that grease will get on your stove. Clean it off. just clean it, then start. That is something that I practice all the time. Oven fires can happen. It happened to me many years ago. What did I do? I took a wet towel, threw it in the oven. Bad thing. You want salt or baking soda. That will help take care of the fire, okay? But most of all, no matter how big the fire, call the fire department, dial 911 or somebody in the house, tell them to call 911 because it's better for the fire department come if there's a little tiny fire opposed to a big one. At least you did call them. You never can tell what happened. Using utensils. Sometimes people they take the utensils and they put it in that little dish in the middle of the stove. Don't do that. Put it on the side. Your utensils get hot, even a wooden spoon, and when you go to touch it, you can get burnt or get burnt by the pot, okay? If you are cooking a large meal, make sure that your big pots are in the back of the stove. Reason why, if they're up front and you're trying to get to the pot behind, your sleeve might go over the pot and the flame is high and this will catch fire. Hold your shirt or your blouse in. Make sure you roll up your sleeve, go in the back. But better yet, take the big pots, put them in the back, the small in the front. Remember now, those utensils are hot and it will definitely burn you, okay? Having the fire extinguisher in your home is a great idea. Remember, it is the Class B dry chemical fire extinguisher. Use it if needed and tell your family about it, okay? In the meantime, I hope today's kitchen fire tips are going to be helpful for you. Don't forget, you can watch my show. It's on Xfinity every Saturday night from 8 to 9 p.m. on channel 190. That's every Saturday night on Xfinity channel 190. Also, we broadcast in the Meadowlands, Northwest Plainfield, and Jersey City as well. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Periscope, and on my website, chefrenehewitt.com. I hope I was able to give you some tips that will help you and your family have a secure and healthy way of cooking, whereas you're not going to have a fire. And we do not want that to happen. In the meantime, until next time, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. Now it's time for us to throw down and eat. First, a little bit more wine. Maybe that's why the place is smoking, because there is a lot of smoke in here, but it does smell good. All right, so now it is time for me to pull the chicken off to our plate. However, I seasoned it with the Kine Hawaiian. This is a pineapple syrup. This is good. I'm sure a lot of you know about Hawaiian cuisine and they love pineapple. Really good. Then half of it was also seasoned with the Kine Hawaiian. This is a hot mustard sauce. I brushed this on, as you can see. The base is R.L. Schreiber's roasted garlic pepper family. Also, the sweet and smoky rotisserie by R.L. Schreiber. Okay, so here we are. Let's get the rest of this chicken onto this plate because this is time to throw down. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm hungry. I want to eat. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at the lines, the grill marks. Here's another piece. Let's get those collard greens to the side. Woo! Look at this. Doesn't that look good? Oh, we stacking them up. This is high stack. And let's get the other one. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Let's pull this. Let's turn that off. So, here we go. Our full dinner. We have our collard greens cooked in smoked turkey. We have our salad with olives and feta cheese, some broccoli and carrots, Okay, that's good. The olives come from Andrea Salumeria on Central Avenue in Jersey City. And also I made some regular old Southern potato salad, okay? Here it is, a full meal. You can take the collard greens and the potato salad and you can make that for Thanksgiving. As you can see, our little turkey that's running across the screen. Well, thank you everybody for coming, supporting, and once again, in the kitchen with Chef Rene Hewitt. That's me, your favorite chef, and here's to you. Until next time.
I'm a mother of 4, it's really busy and time is tight. I was able to return to college because of the Community College Opportunity Grant, a free tuition grant. Hudson County Community College changed my life.
The college community made me feel like a person, not just a number. The Community College Opportunity Grant covers additional costs while keeping me debt-free. I'm building a new future at Hudson County Community College.
As cool temperatures are upon us, the first thing I think of is soup season and one-pot meal. R.L. Schreiber products are the perfect way to start your home-style recipes this season. With such a wide selection of concentrated stocks, chili peppers, and flavor-based products, let R.L. Schreiber be the beginning of your end result.